Hello everyone. Good morning. So this is one of the demos we schedule it for like business central functional consultant. And in this particular session, we would like to go through with you about what are the topics that we are going to cover in this particular course. Like what all are the topics, and then against each topic, what are the content and how we going to take this with you. Okay, so you can see the first one we have like around. Before that, let me just quickly show you like business central. So initial training was going to be done on business central US localization. Like then we will come to our Indian localization as per that GST, TDS, TCS, etc. Like all the details. So in our this course, first thing that would be to create a new company. Okay, how you create a new company, and then I will navigate you. I will go through you with this beautiful dashboard. It's called as a role center. When you log in with your user ID and password, you get this role center, and this role center is a customizable. Like you can design your own role center as per your convenience, as well as you can do the enhancement. Like you can do as per the profile. Like in business center we have the profile options where based on that a standard business area the profile are configured. And so if you want to go and like design profiles, this dashboard for a particular profile, let's say for accountant, for account manager, then we can do that as well. These are the details that we can give it to you. Like we can demonstrate you how in that in our session. So first is we are talking about what is ERP. That's the first question, right? What is an a DC65 your business central ERP? So ERP is any kind of the full form of ERP is enterprise resource planning, and that would be I'm not sure if you heard about Tally, SAP, ZD, Oracle. They are all that all of they are say as a part of ERP. So ERP is nothing but when the big companies they are doing their large business, and in between they are trying to get the proper data and analytics. Based on that, they will take some key decision, right? Then like they will need a ERP. So in a very easy example, I would say the first one is in our daily day-to-day business, if you say if you see a small shop owner, they will make their whoever taking their purchasing the goods on they will on a borrow basis, right? So on that they will make a name of their own. Okay, for Mr. A, I need to take this much amount. Mr. B, I need to take this much amount, right? And this way they will make a note in a diary or somewhere in the register, correct? And same way they can use this for a vendor as well. Now the thing is if you just switch the scenario. Now if you have more than 5,000 customer, you have the more you are dealing with more than 10,000 SKUs. At that time, this register maintaining and manual diary writing is not going to help, because now the data is bulky, and even if you can do the manual put everything, but the decision at a one point, if you want to know how much inventory I have, like how much stock I have for item X, right? You cannot find that. So in order to make this life easier, right, you people go and opt in, or they will purchase the licenses of the ERP. This way they can feed all the data in their ERP, and that's what it's like. And at a single pinpoint, they can take out the data and all the details from there. And Business Central is one of them. Even recently, Business Central is coming on top for the small and medium-sized businesses as per the Forbes magazine. So Forbes is the world's top magazine on the finance side. So they made a survey, and this is the three times continuous, this is the third year where Business Central come on the top of all above the ERPs, and especially in the SMB size market, like small and medium sized businesses. So they Business Central come on top on that JD, Oracle, SAP, Odoo, whatever we have, right? So this is Business Central and ERP, right? In this segment, like that, we are going to start in the course. We will talk about why Business Central is successful, what are the modules, role, characteristics, difference between Nav and Business Central. So Business Central is a SaaS version. SaaS version means like it's a cloud version, and like uh, you have the options to go with your on-premise version as well. But this is how we have right now. Most of the people, even Microsoft, also promoted that. Okay, if you go with the SaaS version, there your licenses can be cut, or cost can be cut down, and you don't need to establish a whole server room to manage all these details. So this one, and earlier that was called nav. Nav was a uh, on-prem solution. A particular called nav means navision, and that can be on-prem, and sometimes it's also hosted on cloud. So in nav, in India, on nav is only like a 2016, like version 2016. But in outside of India, nav is available up to 2018. But after 2018, Business Central, you know, changed the whole architecture. It means that it's a technical architecture. Earlier was nav in the KL, and now Business Central, when it's come, is with the AL language, with the Visual Studio coding and etc. So that is the major difference. And even they did lots of changes on their dashboard, role center, and like few more enhancement. But right now there is no more Navision. And if you want to do a comparison with Nav and Business Central, so and Nav version in India, like 2016 version in India, then in that case, like I would say we have I can tell you three or four more generic that was not in app. That feature was not in the app. People pay for that particular feature to do the customization to their own partners. But right now in Business Central, Microsoft itself providing to them. So one of the feature, like when I refer out of the box means the feature that itself available inside Business Central. No need to do any customizations or nothing. Okay. And if I say vanilla is kind of that same thing, right? So let's say there is a feature, I would say undo shipment. Undo shipment is something like when you post a sales shipment and you realize, okay, I post a wrong value with the wrong quantity, and then you need to recorrect, you need to correct this. Then in that case, now in Business Center, there is a small button on the posted document. You just click on that, and it will automatically undo. But in Nav, that was not the case. So in Nav, you have to run the whole cycle, create credit notice, etc. Like it's a whole huge process. And if people want to make this easier, then they need to pay to their partner to do the customization for that. So that we will discuss in detail, with the I will share all the details with you, like what is the nav and difference with Business Central. Then we will go through how to create a new company, chart of accounts. Because chart of accounts, if you are the finance background, you know that chart of accounts is a play a major key role in for all the details and everything, right? So without chart of accounts, you cannot move forward. Okay, so chart of accounts is one of the key, I will say, foundation or backbone of Business Central, because whatever we are doing at then it's have the financial impact. And to recognize or to set up that financial impact, we need chart of account, right? Then complete setup the blank company and how to enter the opening balance of customer, vendor, bank, and employees. So these we will take through you with the functional role and company. Then on the sales side, we have options to how to get create a sales quotation, and then from there, sales and receivable setup. There is a particular setup from there, people will go and do the setups on that, right? Sales and receivable setup, and even then create a sales order, share shipments, posting a sales invoice, and if our customer return the goods, then how in that case what would be done. So if I would take to you here under so this is a total tell me I will explain this whole for tab in our session. So but here this one call is a global search, or you can say tell me, right? So you can see, you can easily say it, okay, it's a Google of Business Central, just like we have our Google search engine. So within Business Central, this is the search engine. And if I want to type sales quote, there we go. We have the sales quote options, and here you can create sales quote. So sales quote is something like a kind of a lead that your client shown interest to, okay, I want to buy this much item. Could you please share with price with me? So when you go and when you share the price with the team, your customer, at that time, that's not your final deal, because your client had not confirmed yet that okay, they are going to buy the goods from you, right? So what you need to do, you can give the sales quotation, and then the moment customers said that okay, yes, I confirm that we are going to buy this particular item from you, then you can select that particular sales quote and convert into the sales order. Okay, so when you, and these are the documents, so it means that there is a no financial impact, and the if the sales quote, even there is no inventory impact on that, right? So and the moment when you create your quotation to order, like into the sales order, at that time it have inventory, like it will count in your inventory uh, planning, but it will not, even there is no financial impact until you post the shipment or sales invoice, etc., right? So this is like how it is, if I would say in a other term, right? So this is how we will take with this sales quotation, sales order, receivable setups, or like wholesale sales side process, right? And then we will, I will show you an example like whatever that we have with the proper scenario. Then same thing is on the purchase side, like purchase order, purchase and payable setup, purchase order, and purchase return, sales credit memo, etc. Now in purchase order as well, we have the options of purchase quote. And this is vice versa of sales quote and the purchase quote. So in the purchase quote, we are going to ask our supplier to give us the quotation for a particular price. For example, like we want to buy a television unit or TV set, and to buy the TV set, we are going to check correct price on all the websites, right? On that Amazon, Flipkart, and even Chroma, Reliance Digital, even in some of the local market, from where we will get that easily that the price that fit in our range. From there, you will go and buy the television unit, right? Now the thing is, now if let's say like think another level, like you have the company and you want to order a laptop, correct? And laptop, you need 10 laptop. Now we have the things you can ask directly to the supplier, okay, can you give me the quotation with this particular laptop? I need this laptop with this much, like 8 GB RAM, 512 GB SSD as well, and with the Windows 11, i7, this with the configuration, and then they will give you the code. Okay, for one laptop, this is the price. And if you buy 10, then at least we will get some kind of a discount or something. Right? So this is what you are doing. You are asking the price, but you are not even you cannot confirm to your supplier, okay, I'm going to buy you, because we need to do the price comparison, right? Whatever we are getting, so that we are not going to pay like on a high cost, or like or even more than the price, right? So this is why we need the purchase code. So similar to purchase code, and for your supplier, you are the customer for them, like then similar thing will applies to you as well. So for your customer, you are the supplier from them. So they will check the price, they will ask the price, but the moment when they ask the price for you, like from you, it's not 100% sure they are going to buy goods from you, right? So like this is how sales and purchase happen. And one more thing, one of the good relationship within the sales and purchase is, until you do not buy, you can't sell. Yep, until unless you are in the service industry, like the accounting, in the consulting, or just like we have the CA, like CA now do not sell their any goods, right? CA is a chartered accountant. They are selling their hours. Like they provide the services, and based on that services, they will make the bill. Correct. Same thing like so. Like there are like as per the industry, if we are talking about retail industry, or if we are talking about a industry where we have the involved in like goods and like a procurement, everything. So in there, we definitely, until unless you do not buy or you do not manufacture, then you cannot sell. Okay, so that's what will come like purchase and sales. So we will take you to that particular process. Then on the warehouse, right? We have the like warehouse and transfer order. So on the warehouse, this is something like let's say we have the big team, a big company, and under that company, like there is a particular roles and responsibilities provided, right? So let's say 3 person is responsible to in the warehouse. So they are the one who take care whatever the goods are. In general, it's called store manager or warehouse manager. So they are responsible whatever goods come in and whatever goods goes out, right? So based on that, you can create a multiple warehouse employee as per the convenient, like you have that. And then from there we have like you can set up location. So in business central, we have like two uh, like I would say three type of locations. One is like simple, you don't need to do just create location, nothing. And then on top of that, like we have here I would go to locations. So one of the location where it is, all these boolean are off. Okay, right? We don't need everything. So that's called a simple location. And if I would go back, and if this is like require receive and require shipment, or if if in this four any of two is on, like the first two is on or the last two is on, in that case it's a semi advanced warehouse. Like in that case you don't need zone bin, but you need a warehouse document. Like if require receive and require shipment on, it means that you need to create warehouse like a warehouse receipt and a warehouse shipment. Okay, and if these two are turned off and these two are on, it means that you need to create inventory put away or inventory pick document. So these are the documents that are like they will help you to let's say you want to sell some goods to your customer, then you will create this document, right, from Business Central, like for the pick, in the type of pick, right? When you are making sales, at that time, inventory pick will be created, and that inventory pick, you can give the number to that particular warehouse person, like a store person, and say then, okay, we need to sell this goods, and based on that slip, or they will go make this packing, do the packing, and from there they will post the inventory pick. The moment they post the inventory pick, your shipment will be posted. So that's why I'm saying like require receive, require shipment. if or require put away and require pick. If any of the two is on, like the first two is on or the last two is on, then in that case it's a part of the semi advanced warehouse. But now we have other one where we have like all the four will on. Okay, this all four will on here. Require receive, require shipment, director put away. In that case, we need to create zone, and under each zone we have the bins. Okay, like you can create multiple zone and bin. Correct. So this way you can do all the details. So this one is a bit uh, a complex, but it needed when you are doing like when your business is more detailed and they have like you are in working in a pharmaceutical company, like your company is a pharmaceutical company or they are in the chemical manufacturing. At that time we need to design warehouse like this, because each have like in the pharmaceutical the chemicals will store in a different zone and a different location at the bin, right? So in that case like you can design this particular one on there, correct? So like this way you can do all the details. So in when you create this, then in that case you need to first create both the document together. First you need to create a warehouse, let's say on the sales side we need to create warehouse shipment, and from warehouse shipment you need to create require pick, and then you need to post inventory pick first, then you need to post warehouse shipment. So this way we will take to you with all the details as you can see here. So we will tell you first what is the impact with the simple location logic, then semi-advanced logic, and then advanced logic. Then we will create a transfer order like we have our two locations A and B, like within the company, within the one state, a company having a two locations, like one is the major warehouse and one is their local one, a small one. So they will make the transfer from major warehouse to a small one. So they will, in order to achieve that, they will create a transfer order from location A to location B. And even in the business, like in India, that is also needed that when you are doing this kind of a transfer, you must have the e-waybill and etc. all the other compliances, right? So that we can take like I can take you to in that in this module 4. Then like when we post transfer order, like create with the transfer shipment and transfer receipt, that we will take to you like in that one. Now under the manufacturing, like what is the concept of manufacturing? Bill of material. BOM is a short form of bill of material. So what is the bill of material? So bill of material is something like you are doing your like a particular you are manufacturing something, right? Let's say I'm taking an example of cookies. So in order to making the cookies, right, we need a certain of raw material. Let's say wheat flour, sugar, water, soda, and so these are the four or five. I'm just taking on a very high level. These are the four or five raw material that we needed to make the parley cookies. Now, what will happen? Uh, you make these. Your final product will be parley cookie, correct? And under that, these are the as a child item. So when you consume these like wheat flour, water, soda, sugar, when you consume these, they will make converted into the parley cookies. So these are the four item is a part of their bill of material, like BOM, called as a like BOM or BOM. And from there, the process, that baking process, that mixing process, they are called as a machine like a routing. So in that during manufacturing session I will take you to like how to create bomb, what are the production order, like in business until we have the production order, release production order, and from there how you can post that particular detail, and then like once you post that how you create a consumption, like once you post the consumption, how will you get uh, a particular output. right? So that was the part of manufacturing. So any of the manufacturing XYZ, whatever have the manufacturing, they have the this kind of a scenario. Like for each finished good, they have the bill of material and the process. Now, next one is in the GST, like goods and service tax. This is related to purely Indian localization. So as I said, I will right now I'm in the US environment, right? So I'm in the US, like this is the US version. So in order to explain this, I will take you to in Business Central India localization. Then there I will tell you how to create GST because in Navision, like how GST work, and in Business Central how GST work. Both are the two different things, and they are like huge difference, not a small one. So I will take you through with this. Then next one is configuration package. So basically, configuration package will be used for bulk data import. Like let's say we want to import, and this one is basically used in our bulk data import and export as well. So sometimes even in the interview, people will ask, okay, what is the what are the why configuration will be used? So most of the generic answer people will go, okay, when we need to import data in bulk, at that time we are using configuration package. No, like this is the one answer that, but this is a half answer. Configuration package will also be used for export the data with applying multiple filters and etc. Right? So this is we can create a package with all the details and column, and from there you can properly create a package, import. Let's say we want to import 1,000 customer. Now, if I say go and create 1,000 customer, then from front end it will take 30 hours to create that customer. 1,000 customer minimum 30 hours will take if you are going to do manually. But if you are using configuration package, it will take hardly 2 hours to create all those 1,000 customers. So configuration package will use to enhance efficiency and work details, analytics, etc. Right? So that is the configuration package. Then initially when we set up the chart of accounts, we will talk in the same session, the first one, I will take you to like how the chart of accounts looks, what are the under there like type, income, balance sheet, and under that we have the asset, liability, cost of goods sold, and expenses and income. The type, and then day book, voucher, like these are some Indian localization specific. So I will take you through with this as well. Then bank, create a bank account, bank reconciliation, bank payments, so payment journal, this is a cash receipt journal, and contra means when you are transferring from one location, like one bank to another one bank. That's called contra, like from one bank to other bank. So these are the like banking related things. So when we, you know that when we make a payment or when we get the payment, in both the cases we need a bank account. So we will take you through with this as well, how to create a bank account, and from there how to create that. From there how to do the bank reconciliation, etc. Right? Then I will take you through with this master creation, item master, customer creation, location. Like these are particular, I would say, sub setups. Like the moment, because when we create any process like sales or purchase, and we need the item. So in that session itself, this will be covered like how to create item masters, because without item we cannot proceed further, right? And same will be the company, location, vendor, customer, etc. Right? Then there is a general entries. So like we have item journal, general journal, and then we have adjustment on the TDS, etc. So journal entries means like there are like a detailed process when we want to do adjustment from one GL account to another GL account, then we need to do the journal entries. So that will come as a I will take you through the how to create journal entries by using journal batches, and there's a template. Under the template, there are the batches, etc. Right? So that's called journal entries. Number series. Number series is going to play a very crucial like a role, because each sales order, or even when you get the invoice from Amazon or Flipkart, you can see there is an invoice number. So that invoice number is coming from a numbering sequence in their system, whatever they are defining. So that's I will take you through like about the number series, where you need to tag that number series, right? In that particular process, like okay, this is the number series is this, and this number series is going to be tag to this particular setup, because if I take you to just to the, for the visualization, if I take you to the sales and receivable setup, there is a number series section. So you can see we can tag here customer number, quote number, sales quotation number, blanket order number, return, sales invoice, posted sales invoice, all the numbers. And now we can tag it here, but before that, we need to create these numbers from here, correct? So from here, we will need to create first the number series and then tag those number series to the related setup. So like this, we have around say 5 or 6 setup. There we need to tag the number series. So let's say if you are not selecting, what is the issue if you do not select number series? So let's say going forward, you are creating a customer number, like you want to create a new customer, and at that time you do not tag customer number series on sales and receivable, then you cannot create a customer. It will ask you first, okay, go and tag a number series under sales and receivable for customer. Then only you can do this. If you do not tag this, then you cannot create the customer number. So this is how it is. If you do not tag number series on the related setup, then that particular document you cannot create. Okay. So that is the importance of number series. Then the next one is permission, roles and responsibility. That's called as a in this and in easy language, I would say that's like in called as a SOD, segregation of duty. So if in your organization person A is only is related to accounting, person B is related to inventory, then person C is related to from the warehouse, then the warehouse person should not have the permissions to access chart of accounts, customer data, etc. Right? So this way you can design the permission sets, like what are the table, page, code unit, XML ports, whatever you want to give that. So there is an easy way to do that, but on top of that, once you did that, you need to also create a particular combination, like because sometimes when we create the permission sets and assign to that particular user, but sometimes it will not work, then whatever they are getting issue at the time of login, we will fix that manually one by one, right? That was come as a permission, like how to give the permissions and other details. Then in the user setup, there is we have to create a user setup. On the user setup itself, you can define, okay, this user have to be post from this date to the other date, correct? That's called that a user setup. Then as I said initially, user personalization, like you can design your own particular part, like your own dashboard, you can do whatever you can do, right? By using own personalization with the selecting cubes, dots, and graphs, etc. Now, then same thing will be applied to the role center. Initially, at the beginning, if you remember, I said that, okay, you can design this role center as per the profile as well, like accountant and for business manager, account manager, you can design the role center as well. Then I will take you with the dimensions. Like in business centers, we have the like three types of dimension. This is a very generic question in the interview as well, like how many types of dimension we have. Generally, people give the answer, okay, I like global dimension and shortcut dimensions. Yeah, this is fine. Like, but there's one more called as a budget dimension. But so you can also tell the answer that there is no harm, but usually people give the answer, okay, there is a two types of dimensions, global and shortcut. So we can create two global and six shortcut dimensions. But and the one more interview question was there, like how many dimensions you can create. So the answer would be we can create unlimited dimensions. Unlimited, yes, you are hearing right, unlimited dimensions, but you can tag here only eight, two global, six short. Okay, so this is how dimensions, and I will take you through with the dimensions and whatever we have that particular on the dimension. What is dimension? How it will work? How it help the business to understand or into the reporting or the generate the KPI, etc. Right, with the reports. Okay. Then inventory, like inventory management, category, different type of costing method, location-wise posting account, P&L, right? Inventory valuation, aging. So these are going to be part of our inventory part. And then under the fixed assets, like if a company have their own building, furniture, fixture, laptop, they all considered as a fixed asset. And the fixed assets, like the how to purchase the fixed asset, do the acquisition for that, then run the depreciation, and from there, like we can say, like from depreciation, when you run the depreciation, then at the time of last depreciation, then later you can either dispose that particular fixed asset or sell that fixed asset. For example, we have a laptop. That laptop we are using for our daily day-to-day activity and some business work, right? Some of our work or even in the learning, correct? Then what will happen? There is a point of time will come when that laptop performance is going as not like that much not good in the earlier stage, like say after 6 or 7 years later, right? Then at that time, either you decided I want to sell this laptop, right? So in that case, you will sell this laptop and make a new. But when you sell, are you getting the actual value of your laptop? Like if you purchase that laptop on the 50,000, then after 7 years when you're selling this, are you going to get the exact 50,000 cost? No, that's called the depreciation. So after the depreciation, if you're selling your laptop as 10,000, so it means that 40,000 is a depreciation. Like 40,000 you utilized with that particular process because you learn something or etc. Then when you sell that with the 10,000, so your like this is how it works. Like you acquire that laptop with 50,000, you run the depreciation for up 40,000 up to 7 years, and then at the end of 7 years, you sell that laptop as a 10,000. But there is a cases, the fixed assets, where we cannot sell them in terms of like a table, in terms of chairs. Like we can sell them, but what if someone is broken? Then in that case, we need to dispose that. Like we are not going to use it. We are just discarding from our system, right? That's called as a that's considered as a like your dispose. So in fixed asset, we have the options to, create a fixed asset, then ac- do the acquisition, do the depreciation, sale, dispose, and etc. Right? So that's why you like auto calculation of depreciation and other things. Then one more is here that is recurring journal. So recurring journal is basically means like mm, in order to explain this, let me give you another idea. Like we have a we daily get monthly we are getting electricity bills and internet bills, right? Internet bills is going to be fixed based on whatever the plan you are decided, right? But electricity bill is fluctuating based on what you are using, right? So in business central we have the options to one time create that journal entries, and like for let's say you create one time for your internet bills, one time you create it for the electricity, and you can change that, okay, because internet bill is fixed, then you can use the recurring method as a fixed. So the moment you post, let's say you post the bill for October, Then in the November month, you don't need to fill all the details again. They automatically stored with the November posting date, and you can go and post with the November posting date. So this is what called like we have the different method on the recurring journal side. Like we have a six method, like fixed seven, like fixed, variable, balance, reversing variable, reversing balance, and like a balance by dimension and reversing balance by dimension. These are the like we have the options. Most of the people will use only these three: fixed, variable, and balance. So that I will tell you and like how to do this. But this is how to decide. So fixed will in the case where you know that okay, my each month my internet cost is this and this is the fixed. In that case, you can use fixed. Variable is something where you are not aware okay what is the net cost for the next month. So that was called the variable, right? And the balance is something like uh, let's say you there is a expense called 5,000 and on the 5,000 you pay 4,000, then the balance will remaining as a 1,000. So these are the recurring journals that we can take you through with this process. Then the last one is in this course, that is a workflows. What is workflow? Workflow is basically like when we are doing there is a hierarchy structure. So in any of the organization, there is a person who are makers and checkers, right? So maker is a creator, like a executive person who are making documents, creating a document that's a sales order, and then the purchase order, sales invoice, etc. So there is a process of maker. So what maker do? Maker will create the document as per its best knowledge and all the details. Then what will checker do? Checker will before the posting, checker will check okay, like and approve, like okay, the document that this person created, yes, indeed, it have the right information with all the right details. Then they will approve that particular thing, particular document. So in Business Central, that's how even not in Business Central, many of the like ERPs, that's called a workflow, like creator, maker, and checker options, right? So Mr. A create a document of sales order, sales invoice, but before posting, they cannot post it until that document is approved. Then they will send that Mr. A send that document to for the approval to Mr. M, and then Mr. M check that okay, yep, all the information in the sales invoice is right, yep, everything is fine. Then the moment Mr. M approve that sales invoice, and then only Mr. A can post this. So approval process and we have in Business Central and even multiple approvals we have: sales approval, purchase approval, journal, like lots of things we have. So that I can uh, go through with how to create a workflow, how to configure that, how it will work, and then on top of that how to cancel one of the workflows. So if I would go to the workflow here, right? So this is the one that I have created, but there are lots of, again, we have these much workflows: overdue, general, integration related, vendor approval, purchase document like blanket purchase order, credit note, purchase invoice, customer related, customer credit limit, customer approval on the sales document, sales order, sales credit limit, etc. Like these are the workflow that we have, and we will configure it. So that is the our like last part of this workflow. Like in this course, that in the total last one in the this course content. So total 16 module we have, and each one will be started with like a new company with the with give you a practice, or I would say like will give you a detailed orientation how things work and so on. So this one is this one what we are going to cover in this particular course. So this is from my side for today. Okay, if you have any questions, can feel free to ask.
Hello.
Hmm.
Sir, I have one question. What is the duration of this course?
It's a 45 days, 45 days course. So 1 hour, like one each day, 1 day, like 1 hour. So total 45 hours.
Okay. So including Saturday, Sunday also?
Yep, we will try like based on that whatever we get that like participants based on that we will design that one like whatever like we are but we would prefer to do on the Saturday Sunday as well.
Okay, okay. Because now my job timing is from 1 p.m. to night 9:30 p.m.
Mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm.
morning it will be possible, sir. Morning class.
Yeah, morning. Yep, morning class absolutely. We are trying to do at like there's a two batches. That one is like from 7 to 8 and 8 to 9 in the morning.
Okay, okay.
And even in the evening, if there is someone interested in the evening, then in that case, like we have 9 to 10.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
And sir, one more thing I need to ask, related to syllabus wise only, you will teach, or some queries or project related also you will teach.
See, I can give you a overview around whatever the best scenario based on like whatever get during my experience. I will take you through with them with some realistic examples. On top of that, if you face any issues in your in journal as well, then we are happy to take that in our lab sessions and we will give you the solutioning as well. So
Okay, okay,
it's like both way. If you have any issues in your daily day-to-day project or something, you can ask. Then this way it will help others to understand. Okay, this kind of a, how to handle that kind of a query. And in my scenario, what I will face, I will tell them as well in our lab sessions.
okay, sir. So, if after the course, if I get any query related to my company, then
Hmm.
also you will help, sir, at that time.
That one we can decide. That one we can discuss later.
Okay, okay, okay. Because why am I asking? In last you have told about the workflow. Okay,
Hmm.
so then
Correct.
last week I got one query from client that he's trying to approve the sales order, but when he's checking the approval entries, so the approver is not able to approve that sales order. So I got confused why it is not approving from their side.
Not approving, it means that there is a multiple approval. So if one is not approved, like you need to check. As I say that for one document we can decide more than one approval. So approval will trigger to everyone, but if Mr. A is not approved, then Mr. B cannot approve. Or the other reason that will happen as well, if that person do not have the rights, or there are the multiple reasons on that. So you need to check what are the workflow is right now using on that. If you go to that particular document on the fact box, you can see okay, this approval will trigger with this workflow, and under that workflow you can go and check okay, who are the approval and what are the condition defined in there.
Yeah, yeah.
Based on that you
Because
can check.
there are four approver already there, but no one is getting that message to approve. So I
Mhm.
am confused why they are not getting them approving message to approve. Yeah,
Okay, that is a specific, and then that you need to like with so all the share with all the details to check this. So as right now, as like I said, there are multiple reason behind this. It's not only one.
mm. Yeah, yeah. I want to learn the business central means scenario, but in real time scenario what we are getting there na. Because I have also learned from different sources there na, the path they are explaining there na, how to create the sales order, how to create the purchase order. But when we face any query or support related query, or we are doing any project related things, then sir
See,
I
like
am
this
really.
one, whatever like you can get from us or someone else, the standard process that we will tell you all the possible cases and all the possible how to do it. But whatever you get the issue during your daily day-to-day business, that's why you need to check all the details, because for any one query there's only like a, there is not only one possible way. Okay, due to this issue is coming, there are multiple factors on that, right?
Yes, yes.
So now you say that after you're handling daily day-to-day queries, and it's not the same for business X, that queries will be different. Business B, that queries will be different, right? So
Mm-hmm.
how we
Yes.
can we cannot sum up with that. But yes, if you have this kind of queries in between our course, you can tell us, and we will I will try to
Mm,
give you the solution on that, because
okay,
all
okay.
the business have their different modus operandi to use it, and then there are different kind of what they are using, like other details, correct? So the
Okay.
query that they are getting in for this company A, that not going to be the same to company B. Yes, in terms of where we are using pure standard, there is the possibility like they can be same, but not in most of the cases,
Mm-hmm.
because it depends on the configuration, how how the configuration is uh, completed in inside business center with all the like details and setups. So,
Okay. So, and sir, you will be teaching from basic onwards, no?
yeah,
From
yeah,
basics
from
to high
basic
level.
itself. Yep. This
And
is the
finance
same course
module
that
will
I
also
shared with
cover.
you. Finance is there, like chart of accounts is there, sales journal, purchase journal. Whatever we are doing daily, day to day, even your post sales invite, there's the finance impact. The finance is there.
Mm. Okay. And what is the core fee, sir?
That I would say like a visual, like from Visual Path, who we have. Uh,
For
you can drop your contact details under the
yeah, I
chat,
have dropped my contact detail. I have dropped.
and they will reach out to you.
Okay, no problem.
Anyone else have any questions?
Yeah, no, that's about
Okay.
And apart from Business Central, you are also teaching FNO, Microsoft Dynamics FNO.
No. FNO is a like a huge, and it's very detailed. For that, we have another
Yeah.
consultant in our own house. Like we have another trainer.
Okay, okay. So it's an online mode only, no?
Yeah,
Online mode class.
online mode. Yep.
yeah.
Mm.
So in my
So
case,
after the course, yeah, after the course, will you provide any placement or some interview?
I can help you with the interview questions, like what are the
Okay,
generic questions in the interview they will ask, and it's up to
okay,
you how to go and nail that interview.
okay,
But I can help you, and in most of the interviews, out of 70% question is going to be the same that I'm going to tell you.
okay.
okay.
Yes,
Are you able
Rakshit.
to hear me? Okay. It's
Yeah, yeah.
regarding finance. So when
Mm-hmm.
you are taking this session, so you'll have um, some basics finance
Mm-hmm.
principles that you will discuss and how that will affect uh, the daily, um, I mean, finance module whole as in whole.
Correct. Correct.
So, to what extent would you go in detail? Um,
In detail means like we can explain you like, see, in finance we have a vast cash flow forecast and financial reporting and budgets. They are there, but in that case, that duration will become long and the fee structure is going high, because
mhm.
they are also part of the finance. But right now in our course, they are not in there, right? But we can explain you about chart of accounts, how the GL entries impact when you post inventory, when you post sales shipment, what is happening on the inventory side, what is happening on the finance side, how you look your own general ledger entries, and within the general ledger entries, how you can create your own analysis view. Because in Business Central right now, there is an analysis mode they introduced, and you can
Correct.
use
Yeah.
make a pivot within the Business Central even without exporting the data from into the Excel. So how you can
Right.
design those details are in there. So
See, running these reports or running these uh, journal entries is one, but
Hmm.
the reason behind that is something which I want to know. It's um, like if you are passing any journals, why
Hmm.
you passing that journal, and what is the basics that you need to have an understanding. I mean, I am from business
Yeah,
finance
that
background.
the concept that I will explain before that, like example, like why you need to do this particular scenario due
Hmm.
to, and I will try to give as much as a standard because, as I say, industry to industry it's vary, right?
Hmm.
So I
Hmm.
can give you based on the standard. Okay, why you are why we are posting a sales scenario, why we are posting a journal, right? So before doing that transaction, I will explain you what are the concept or why we need to do this. Then only I can
Right.
tell you like post the
Yeah.
transaction.
It
So
just
at least
it just
so that mhm.
the finance basics that's required for when you are looking to become a finance consultant.
Yeah,
Uh,
absolutely. And even any of the ERPs that you have, and if you do not have the like good grip on the finance side, sometimes it's more problematic because at the end, whatever you are doing, finance is going to be everywhere. Finance is there in our daily day-to-day life, in the ERP, everywhere.
Correct. Yes. So that's my main concern. So where will I be?
Hmm.
Where I'll, of course, a whole business center
Yeah,
will
and even apart
hold.
from that, if you have some other any doubts or anything related to, let's say, okay, I have this finance or something, there are the issues, right? Then you can reach out to, like in the same, you can raise the questions and I will try to help or try to answer you.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
Sir,
Thanks.
hello.
Okay, Rakshit.
Uh,
Yes,
Sir,
Rick.
on daily basis, the recorded videos will be provided to us for
Yep.
future reference.
That they will stored in somewhere and the link will be shared with you. So the moment session will end, in the same day, we will try to upload that link or share that video link with all the participants daily basis.
Okay. So
Because
will it
at the
get
end,
expired in future?
ah, good question. I need to check with my team.
Yeah, yeah. Because we need for future also, no? If I
Mhm.
need to see those videos after 2 years, so that is the main question.
You can download that. We can give the access. Or let me check with that with my team
Yes, yes.
how they are doing it. So like how they decided to do
Oh,
this.
okay, okay. No problem.
Anything else?
When is the session planning to start?
We will, Rakshit, if you can drop your details on the chat on the top of
Okay.
there, you can see. We will reach out to you.
Okay. No worries.
But probably it will start first week of October. Like we are
Okay.
expecting more participants today, but we do not have that much. But we will try to start like first week itself of October.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. Thanks.
Okay. And drop your contact details.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I have shared it already.
Okay. Then they will reach out to you, like if you fill the form then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Enjoy your weekend.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.